Daniel here. Thanks for checking out this video. One of the biggest complaints that I get from my clients is that they're eating for all of these other reasons besides they're hungry. And one of the top being they're eating for pleasure. What does that mean? That usually means that is the pleasurable thing of the day or throughout the day that they do for themselves, right? And it's important that we love our food, right? But if it becomes problematic when it's really the only source of pleasure in your life, and that's when food starts to play a role that it shouldn't play. But when you think about, even if that's one of the reasons maybe why you're eating, the thought of or the question of how do I add more pleasure to my life, it can seem a little daunting, right? It can seem a little big of a project, which can prevent people from doing anything at all about it. So I want to give you a quick exercise that you can do. It's totally doable. Anybody can do it. You can do it from anywhere, anytime. And it's more of like an ongoing little project for you. But it's something that I call a pleasure inventory. And all it is, you take a piece of paper, okay, or maybe it's in your phone, and as things come to you about what lights you up inside that has nothing to do with food, you write it down. What are those little moments? What are those, couple minutes here or there that when this happens, it's really nice? And so you want to think small. Don't think, a vacation in Jamaica, although that's really great, and you can add the big things too, okay? Add the big things to your pleasure inventory. You want to think smaller on this one, the things that are more readily available. So for example, maybe it's the silence in the morning that you have, with a cup of tea before the kiddos get up. Or maybe it's in the springtime when you go out early and you can hear the birds and you love to watch the birds at your bird feeder. Or maybe it's in the evening when you're sitting there and you can hear rain outside your window. Whatever that is, it's the little things. Put them down on your piece of paper or in your phone and do that as you move forward. So it's like an ongoing thing. And I tell you, when you point these things out, you are going to be able to recognize them more and more often. You're going to see it more, and then you're going to appreciate it more. You are going to really soak up that moment. And what that does is adds more pleasure into your day-to-day, which means we're using food for a little less of pleasure in your everyday. So that's one big step forward that you can do right now if you feel, I need to add a little bit more personal pleasure in my own life, especially if you're using food as the only source of your pleasure. So I hope you find that helpful. Feel free to write comments below or any questions that you'd like me to address on this YouTube channel. Thank you so much.